all this shit, you know I'm crazy. So go ahead, drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Get to taking that off me. I got the plug, I made the coffee. Talking late night for you.
Hey y'all. What's up? It's your girl, sister girl, and welcome to the Moo Room. Come on in. If you are coming in, please hit that like button on your way in and come on in the room. Welcome to the Moo Room. Welcome. Come on in. Hi, everybody. Y'all see the thumbnail? Yes, baby. We is talking Aunt Monique. Come on in the room. Y'all, I forgot to change my Come on in the room. Welcome to the Moo Room. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Come on in. I'll let you get in the room. I got to get a minute before I start these lives, y'all. So come on in the room. Come on in. We is talking Auntie Monique is standing on business. She's standing on business. Okay, come on in. Welcome to the Moo Room. I appreciate y'all all coming in and hanging out with your girl, sister girl. I really appreciate it. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Come on in. Welcome. Please hit that like button as you come in. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It is your host, sister girl, and welcome to the Moo Room. Now, y'all seen it. We are talking Auntie Monique, okay? Because Auntie Monique, y'all, yes, I took this side down, y'all, because I had a headache. So, Auntie Monique, and it's nighttime, y'all. So I'm me. This is what you're gonna get, okay? Auntie Monique has been in the she's been in the news for a while, but a lot of people just haven't been talking about her until she did the Club Shay. Thank you. The disrespect, y'all. Go check out the disrespect. The disrespect is anime. And she does news. She also does drawing and open session talking and just drawing and getting to know you. And as she draws, I mean, it's an amazing time. I was over there earlier today and it was an amazing time. So y'all go check out the disrespect. An amazing time. It's news and anime, drawing, and just to see a talented sister draw, and just it's a great sisterhood over there. So y'all go check out the disrespect. Go check it out. So y'all, we is talking Monique, and I apologize for being tardy for the party, but y'all, I had got another little piece of TT. And it was just so, girl, the cup was so hot. I just couldn't put it down. I had to just, I had to get all of it. So I apologize, but yes, honey, I had to get a little bit more tea. So that's what got me late. I'm gonna take this headline thing off because it's covering my face and it's irritating me. Okay. That's better. So yes, as you see the thumbnail, is Auntie Monique standing on business. She's standing on business. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm for it. I am for it. And what I do not like and what I do not accept is this narrative of her being the angry Black woman. Okay, she's been called bitter. She's been called angry. And what I don't like is a lot of us folk, us sisters, you know, we we are the main, yeah, this we are the main ones. We are the main ones that is being very disrespectful to our queen sister. And I'm just not okay with that. Okay. A lot of us are, you know, because we have problems, because, you know, I mean, some people just are good in relationships, and some people relationships didn't work out how they planned them to be, and some people are divorcees, and some people are single, and some people are the head of their household, and it's a lot of different things, dynamics going on, and in the process of all that, they're judging her, saying that they don't like her because of her relationship with her husband, not her relationship with your husband, not your relationship with her husband, but because of her relationship with her husband. Now, this is coming from a married woman. um I have there's a lot of unmarried women speaking on the fact that what they would never do. I never tell my husband. I never call my husband. I don't call my husband daddy. Let me make that disclaimer. I won't do that because he ain't my daddy. He is my husband. You know what I'm saying? And so my daddy used to tell, you know, my mom used to say that all the time, like, that's not my husband's not my daddy. Like Father's Day, oh, that's y'all dad. That's not my dad. You know what I'm saying? She used to tell us that all the time. So when it comes to stuff like that, you have to know the line. Now, he calls her mama. She calls him daddy. That he calls her mama. That's them. That's their own personal, you know, that's their own personal thing between them two, you know, being called mom and daddy. Now, listen. Now, there was like this older couple, they had been married 60 something years, okay? And when she addresses her husband, when she used to tell us to go ask him something or something, she used to say, go ask daddy, go ask daddy, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, we called him mother, you know, I call my elder women mothers. I call them mother. If you were like old enough to be my mom, I'm gonna call you mother. You know what I'm saying? I call other people mom, mother. You know, so I mean, she's using it in the words in a word of endearment. And then she also stated that, yeah, my glasses are dirty. She also stated that he has helped her, you know, grow from a point, you know, in her life. So let's listen to that piece so that let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I had everything and I didn't. So hopefully my computer do not start freezing up on me, y'all, because I didn't have to. You see, I was running late. So I didn't have time to restart it before this live stream. So hopefully um um it acts right with me. So let me see if I can find it. So Monique has, I think this interview happened um this is from the source back in what is this, 2020, okay? And then some people was like, when people say to me, why do you call him daddy? I tell them because he's raising me. He's giving me everything that my father did not. Okay, daddy issues. We know that's that. Look, that stems from daddy issues, right? She said right here, he's giving me everything that my father did not. The comedian acknowledged that it could be sometimes embarrassing, but he expressed his desire to treat her like a lady, and she follows his lead. Okay. He said, then it says, see, there ain't nobody else in the room, and he's had to say something to me. Tamar, that has taken me to my knees. And then he'll pick me back up and he'll say, is anything I'm saying to you not true? Okay. And then she says, and I'll say, everything you're saying to me is true, but right now, Ninja, my ego, I need you to walk away because this crazy bee inside of me, she's getting ready to say something and mess up the moment. Monique said to Braxton in light laughter. Now, this is when she was talking to Tamar, okay? And she says, I know she's coming. Here she comes. She's ready to come out the basement. And then he loved all of us through it. He loved us all through it, okay? Monique went on to give a message to other women who might be resent to who might be, I'm sorry, rest. Y'all, I'm having a tough time. I'm tired, y'all. To the queen training, resenting to the queen training. Yes, please, if you have a good one, let your guard down and let it happen. You're going to hear some shit that's going to shock you because when you've got a king, he's going to prepare you to be his queen, she said. And so many of us ain't got a queen training. So when we get a king, we don't know what to do with this shit. Now, I agree, Bo. I mean, this is just me. This is just me. Okay. When we first had the conversation, it was because I was still in the mindset of I'm an entertainer, I'm a performer, I want to have it all. So I said, you know what? I want to have an open marriage. And he said, Monique, we've been best friends since the 10th grade. Do you know that's going to stop us from loving one another? And she said it was just being able to sit down and have the dialogue to say, hey, let's always make sure we're open and honest, she said. Because, people are talking about, well, they have an open marriage, and that's why D.L. Hughley said allegedly that's why Monique has to pay Sydney to be with her. Now, I don't know if we all know, but we know that Sydney used to, I'm gonna have to turn this camera off because it's gonna be moving slow. So Sydney, we all know that Sydney used to be her manager, right? So y'all, let me turn the camera on real quick. I have me yes, y'all, I had to have me a drink tonight. I have me a pink lemonade vodka cranberry mojito. When I say it is the bomb.com. Yeah, it's the bomb.com. But anyways, I just had to show y'all that. But anyway, so make sure y'all got y'all little cocktail because we about to go down this rabbit hole with Auntie Mo because I don't see where she's becoming this bitter black woman. I just don't see it. If y'all see it, let me know. I don't think she's being bitter for standing on business. I just don't see it. But a lot of people are saying that Auntie Mo is a bitter black woman. Okay, I disagree. That's just me. You said, I don't even call my father daddy. Ooh, LOL. Girl. I know that, some women, that's their thing. I had a boyfriend whose parents called each other father and mother. Very weird. I mean, there's a lot of elderly people that do that because it's kind of like, that's just their thing. Hey, mama. Hey, dad. Hey, baby. Hey, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Now, people think it's weird that me and my husband call each other babe. You know what I'm saying? People think calling each other babe is weird, baby or babe. You know what I'm saying? But that's that's how we address each other. You know what I'm saying? We address each other by babe or baby. You know what I'm saying? When we address each other by our government names, we know one of us ain't happy with the other one. But other than that, we address each other by words of endearment. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like that's this their marriage. If she wants to address her husband as daddy and he wants to address his wife as mama, that is them. Allow them to do so. That is their marriage. And they should be able to, address each other as they should. Okay, so that's on Monique addressing her husband as a daddy. So Monique, let me play this other clip. Shout out to Bernie Mac's daughter. When I say she has hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Bernie Mac's daughter. When I say she has a YouTube channel. I think it's called Bernie's Daughter. I think that's what it's called. Let me see. I subscribed, y'all. Go check it out. She has I think it's called Bernie's Daughter. Let me see if I can find it. It's over here on YouTube. Hold on. Let me try to get it up here. Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all know my computer run. Well, I'm upstairs in my other office. My husband's downstairs in the office. So I'm up here. So let me see if I can get it another way. Yes, go check Bernie's daughter out on YouTube. When I say she's been having some very good interviews. She interviewing people about her dad. I was like, wow, because I remember her being like little. I was like, dang, I never realized she around my age. I was like, girl, I didn't really realize you was that grown. You know what I'm saying? But she has been, let me share this tab. This is her channel, y'all. It's called Bernie Mac's Daughter Podcast. And you see, she has had she's has all the comedians, people that have worked closely with Bernie Mac and stuff. She has them on here. And when I say it's been like a girl, I'm addicted to her channel. I'm not gonna lie. I be over here watching it because I love to see what's going on with the comedians and where are they now type situations. And Monique was her second episode. So let me go back here. Her first person she bought on the show was Cedric, and then the second person she bought on the show was Monique. Let me find it. This is a short. Hold on. This is a short. Janice. Her name is Janice, Bernie's daughter, but she goes by Bernie. I think she goes by Bernie daughter on all her platforms because she also has TikTok and all that stuff. Here it is. So she goes by Bernie's daughter on all her platforms. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm upstairs and my house away from us. There we go. Hold on. It's gonna act crazy. Give me 1 second. Oh Lord, it's telling me to restart my computer. Don't act like that. Don't act like that with me. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think this is the part. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna act right for us, y'all. Let's see if it's gonna act right for us so we can watch it. Like I said, go check out Bernie's daughter over here on the YouTube. She's also on TikTok. I don't know if she's on Facebook because I don't know if I follow her on Facebook, but I do follow her over here on YouTube, and also I follow her over on the TikTok.
What's the word? What's going on? What y'all doing? Like, what's there? Right. But yeah, like you said, for most, it's different for women because the expectation is that women are the ones holding down the fort. And I love that you said, you did your research to make sure that you didn't go down that same path. What other steps did you take to make sure that you walk that balance? Because that's motherhood, marriage, career. That's a lot. So
initially, I was on the same path to destruction. This is my third marriage, right? And I have 2 sets of children, an older set and the twins, right? And youngest set. And initially, I was everywhere at everything all the time because, this is what your agent is telling you, your manager is telling you. And my relationship with my older son, it suffers even today because I wanted to, you get in your mind, okay, I want to make sure they don't need for nothing. I want to make sure that, we don't have to live like I had to grow up. Well, something gets sacrificed. And in that sacrifice, it was my oldest son. So you really don't know him, and he really doesn't know me because we were like ships passing in the night. Mommy was gone, so there were no PTA meetings. There were no football games and baseball games because I didn't have time. I wasn't reading any bedtime stories because I was tired. You got to understand that. So I prayed for another chance. I prayed to please give me another chance, right? And I got married to my best friend from 10th grade since we were 14 years old. And I was on the path of destruction, but when I tell you this king had to sit me down and the conversations that he was having with me, it allowed me to say, please, universe, don't let me mess this up. Don't let me get in my own way because it's easy to do. That's why I said it is hard to be gifted and your ego not go like this. I'm speaking from experience, not from what somebody told me.
Okay, I have to pause it real quick. You say, I had a boyfriend whose parents called each other father and mother. That was weird. I'm sorry. I'm like, hey, boo, it's okay. It's okay. I do too. I like Mo. Like listening to her. That's why I said people just listening to we have to realize too, because I heard somebody say that they said I don't really want to misquote them, but they were basically saying Monique went on her platform and she apologized to DL Hughley for getting for saying some part of what she said wrong. Her husband went on there and corrected it. And they said, but she said it on Club Shay Shay where it had 5, well shoot, today is at what, almost 8 million views or something like that. And they were like, she needed to go back on a platform like Club Shay Shay and issue that. And I said, no, this man is on syndicated radio and he's still being disrespectful to this woman and this man. And, you know, they haven't said nothing back to him even after that. Let me show you. And then we're going to get back to her, hold on.
All right, I'm taking time to respond to Monique again. She made another greasy ass video with her daddy. We kind of relitigating some of the stuff she said on Club Shay Shay, where she talked about how she was on the show and somebody, you know, they played a game, Would You Rather? And I guess she felt like they insulted her husband's sexuality, which is interesting because she can always talk shit about everybody else's sexuality. But I guess her husband's sacrosanct, he's off limit. But a hit dog will bark unless his mouth is full. But she talked about, well, she didn't actually call her lawyer. Who the fuck would be afraid of your lawyer? Your lawyer, you mean the lawyer that did your contract? That lawyer, the lawyer from the firm of Negro from Ghetto Got Him and Gone, that lawyer? Who the fuck afraid of him? He couldn't get your name right on the ticket. He gonna get it right on a legal document. It didn't happen because we decided it shouldn't happen. You didn't need to, because we respect people. We don't have to do things for clicks. They took it off because you asked me to, because I respected you at the time. You also talked about how I disrespect you on so many platforms. But you have this impeccable memory where you can tell to the degree, well, who did what to you and why and what happened, where you were, but you can't pull up one time on any platform that I said anything about you at all, because you know you're lying. You got that piece of paper and that big ass memory, but you can't pull one up. My biggest mistake is saying yes to you. I should have said no when you couldn't come on my radio show. I should have said no that I wasn't playing those dates with you. As a matter of fact, almost anybody who says yes to you at some point is in this milieu with you. Almost anybody. So I would suggest anybody out there, you can say yes to drugs, but say no to Monique. You talked about how my children, families are uplifted. They weren't when you were running across Vegas. I mean, the stage in Detroit. They weren't when you talking shit on social media. When you got your ass whipped and your tickets dropped, then they became off limits. But let's do this. Let's decide that you will treat my children like you treat yours, like you don't know them, invisible, like you have no relationship with them, like you're estranged. You're unfamiliar, like you don't know them. You also intimated that I was a coward. You know what I'd never do? I would never let my woman take care of me. I would never let my woman get evicted from her apartment. I would never let my woman has to ask another man for money. I'd never do that. Can your old man say the same? He loves you. Of course, he got to say that. You claim him on your taxes. He's a dependent. He's sitting there with you right now. And everything. Because it ain't like he does anything else. But you never address the salient point. I said that if you spent as much time writing your Netflix special as you did arguing about getting it, it wouldn't have been trash. It was. I didn't say it. I defy anybody out there. Stop listening to me. Watch it. Read the reviews. Read the reviews. You beg for something. You made valid points that women are underpaid, that they're not valued. That's absolutely right. So you would think that when you got a chance to do something that you would argue for, you'd be up for the challenge, but you shit the bed because you never are ready for it, because all you ever do is complain about what you don't have. You're never ready for the moment because you're always living in the past. I said it. If you spend half of your time doing, as opposed to talking about who didn't do for you and what they did for you, you'd be a lot further along. You wouldn't be evicted. You wouldn't be working for your man. You wouldn't be asking other comics for money. So you got all the ingredients. Take that piece of paper that you're running down the list with, and that pen that you got, and that daddy sitting next to you, and do what you can't do what you never do. Write a fucking joke.
So I don't like to yell. I think he's being disrespectful. I think DL is being very disrespectful. I feel some kind of way. I feel some kind of way about the way, and then it's the people in the comments. Okay. people like, oh, she clearly has a victim mentality. That's sad. It's the only time we see her. It's always about something negative. And then people are saying, I would defend myself as well. What you will not do is lie on me and ask sweet baby as if it helps. Okay. It says, hold on. And then people replied, right, everyone knows when they start off with all due respect, you about to be disrespectful. She thinks people don't see through the sweet baby BS. How is he defending calling her names? Black women cry about being protected, then turn on each other in a millisecond. True. Sis, she went very low first. You forgot how she brought up his daughter's trauma and said he allowed it. Where was the empathy for that young woman? What did she have to do with this spat? This was way out of line. So she is to protect Black women, but also hold herself accountable. If she wants to fight back, she can't tell him how to fight, sis. Put the shoe on your foot and holler back once it hurts. Okay. Then she said, she thinks we are stupid, blah, 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 blah. Okay, people say sis went low first. This person said a hit dog will holler, brother, you're hollering. You both are too old for foolishness. Come off the internet and have a conversation. That is, she says she would welcome. This is exactly why the youth thinks coming to social media and other platforms is a way to address and resolve issues. It's embarrassing on both ends of you, if you ask me. Not a fan of passive aggressive behavior. Both of you are trying to fight for the public to choose a side and who is right and who is wrong. Leave us out of it and resolve it. I went that then somebody's like telling the person wrong. A vagina does not give you a free pass to disrespect people with no conscience. He keeps saying she's a gaslighter, and the nonsense you just attempted to get over is gaslighting 101. If you're a real man, you'll let a woman do and say whatever is okay because she's a woman. That's toxic nonsense. Everyone should be held accountable, even a narcissistic gaslighting woman. And then she said, for reading pleasure, narcissism, by definition, personality qualities include thinking very highly of oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy, okay, for others. And then somebody was like, they both are hollering. And he said he already addressed that she was hollering. I pointed out they are both hollering. And then somebody was like, facts, he's screaming, blah, blah, blah. Okay. People's like, Monique needs to shut up. She's no victim. Now, I disagree. I feel like Monique has been a victim. And she's not a fan favorite because she's always been Monique. She's always been loud, in your face, up front, straight to the point. She's always been Monique, and that what has sold her. That's why she has gotten as far as she has. Now, people don't like Sydney, and I'm gonna play the Tyler Perry conversation. We're gonna listen to that. You know what? Let me go on and pull that up right now. Let me pull it up. Let's listen to the Tyler Perry. Hold on, I got it in my files, y'all. Let's listen to the Tyler Perry recording. Hold on. Let me see if this is it. Okay.
How to answer that question? That's a very simple question.
Hold on, y'all.
I said to you earlier that would be.
So, I can't remember what YouTuber I got this from, but shout out to her. I will post it. Hold on. Y'all, I lost myself. Hold on, I'm trying to.
How to answer that question? That's a very simple question. I said to you earlier that would be fair. I wouldn't think that was fair. But what would you want to be done, sir?
How would you want it fixed, Tyler?
How would you want that fixed? And how would I want fixed?
Let me tell you.
The reputation, how would I want that fixed?
Let me tell you.
What exactly are you asking?
Let me tell you. So that because and my husband is that part of our team that he has the business conversations. I'm the part of the team that you saw May 13th on the stage. So what I would ask you is, because you're talking in Tyler Perry language, I would ask you to let Monique talk to Medea. Because when you start talking in Tyler Perry language, brother, you talk like you don't get it. Right, nigga. Right. You got to laugh at it because you know. See, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Tyler. When I watch your movies, I dig Medea. And you know why I dig her? You know why I dig her, Tyler?
Because she could be your mother.
You know why I dig her? You know why I dig her? Because that bitch is real to her gut. And she don't give a fuck how I come out. She don't give a fuck how it's taken. But everybody knows she love you. But she gonna tell you the real shit. See, when you stepped away from Medea and you became Tyler Perry, the billionaire, this is the conversation you're having. Like, well, guys, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? See, you a brother that slept in your car. And you needed niggas to fight for you to get you up out the goddamn car. See, your mama that you love so dearly. See, this is when I know that the powers that be and everybody saying on the
Yeah, I gotta stop it every so often. You know that because you know how that is. So this is the full. You've been hearing tidbits of the conversation, the Tyler Perry between her, Tyler Perry, and Sydney. Well, your girl, sister girl, found the full conversation. So this is the full conversation between her, Tyler Perry, and her husband. Okay, this is the full conversation. It ain't all. It's almost the full conversation. Yeah, it's the full conversation.
Radio and everybody saying on the media, oh my God, it's Oprah and Tyler. They're the ones that can employ her. Why ever would she say it? Because I love them niggas. That's why I'm saying it. Because I'm tired of reading the stories 100 years from now where we had to go through this shit and we watch our brothers and sisters die and suffer in silence and in poverty, and we know they was right. So what I'm saying to you is, Medea, make Tyler's ass step his ass up. I'm talking to Medea right now. Medea, I need you to pull Tyler's ass in the back and say, baby, you watching this sister and you watching her family starve. You're watching it. And you're saying, what do you want me to do? Listen, don't you play with that baby like that. You know the shit y'all did was wrong to her. You gave charity, you gave them $400,000 to $500,000 to charity, and you know that bitch got $50,000. Where's my pistol, Brown? Where's my pistol?
So y'all know, remember Medea. Child, she got me saying Medea. Monique only got $50,000 for doing Precious. She got $50,000 for doing the movie that she won that Oscar for. Yes, y'all, $50,000. Okay. Now, I want to say this before I continue to play this video. Y'all, why can everybody say, oh, poor Taraji, why Oprah them, y'all believed Taraji, and she retracted her statement after she got what she wanted. But everybody was poor Taraji, and everything like that. But with nobody standing up saying, I told you so. But Monique had been told y'all what was going on, and everybody was acting like they just couldn't say, they just didn't see it. Okay? They acting like they just didn't see it. Yes, sis, it's the whole way. We gonna listen. Yes, please hit that like button if you're coming in. Please going out. Please hit that like button. They robbed her. Exactly. They robbed her. $50,000, y'all. 50,000. And you right. If you only pay me 50 stacks and you want me to go and you, because y'all, like they said, like she said on Club Shay Shay, like she said, y'all sold the movie. Y'all didn't sell me. She was supposed to get a whole different contract with Lionsgate. She was supposed to get her own contract. She was supposed to get paid, all this other stuff. They didn't want to pay Auntie Mo. They didn't want to pay Monique. So they feel like, okay, $50,000. Then she also talked about the queens and kings of comedy, how they were treated differently, how each king of comedy, they had a limo. It was 4 limos. They ordered 5 limos, and all the queens had to share a limo. And she was like, I will not. So if she's telling you all these unjust, she's telling you a lot of true unjust things that are going on, and people are trying to act like, oh no, she's so difficult. Oh, she's a bitter Black woman. Why she has to be the bitter, angry Black woman? Because she's speaking up for herself. Why? Why is that always the narrative? And the sad part about it, you know what? I got to turn on the camera to say this one. The sad part about it is, let me get up here to say this. Let me get up. Let me move you down for a minute, sis. I got to say this because I'm saying this with everything within me. The sad part about it is people are taking sides. They're like, oh, she shouldn't have said nothing. She should be quiet. That's the problem. We always have to be quiet and take what you get. Take what you get and don't throw a fit. But on the other hand, it's pro women. It's women live. We're equal. We need equal rights. We have equal this. We need equal that. But it's all equal until it's the Black woman. It's all equal until it's the Black woman. Then when it's the Black woman, that's when equality flies out the window. I'm just saying, that's what it seems like to me. Taraji is more physically appearing. But that's not fair. Just because she's physically, come on. But you think about every role Taraji has played. I mean, they don't respect her. They still look like, okay, she can play, they said, oh, the best role she plays is the naive ghetto girl. Come on. Act like y'all know. I don't know. They said they don't believe. Welcome to the Moo Moo Room. She said they don't believe Monique because when they want went to Vivica Fox, Nia Long, and Lisa Ray. They said they wasn't their experience. They had a team to handle their contracts. Makes me think Sydney isn't a good negotiator. Yeah, but okay, we looking at Vivica Fox. What is Vivica doing? What is Vivica doing? And just because that wasn't their experience, look. Look at Vivica Fox. Look at the people you name. Let's look at them. Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox is a very attractive woman. Skinny, body together. Nia Long, gorgeous. That's some more sister. Gorgeous. Okay. Lisa Ray, diamond. So, I mean, were they in the same but this all happened with Precious though. This all happened because she became difficult when she said, y'all only gave me $50,000 and y'all want me to go and tour and do all this stuff for 50 G's? And I just want an Oscar? And y'all ain't trying to give me no more money? I'm like she said, they said, I'm not in the habit of giving out free money. And she said, I'm not in the habit of working for free. What's wrong with saying I'm not in the habit for working for free? What's wrong with that? You mean to tell me you're going to go? That's like with any job. I might not like a supervisor, but everybody else might be like, man, I ain't never had that experience with that supervisor. I ain't never had that whatever. But just because you haven't had that experience or you didn't do that, then it is what it is. And even in Sydney, he might not be a good negotiator. I don't know. Their managers might be white, milk, clear men. I don't know. I heard the snow possums. Their managers might be snow possums. We don't know. But 50 grand? Come on now. Monique had already, everybody knew who Monique was. Personally, y'all, and a lot of people might say, they might get mad at Sister Girl for saying this, but personally, Precious was not my favorite Monique movie. It was not. But anyways, we're going to keep listening to Tyler. Hold on.
Because I need to shoot this nigga. Now, I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to shoot him in his ass to let him know Medea's mad as shit right now. Right. See, that's why I'm talking to my brother. So I appreciate you calling me. I do. I appreciate you calling us. But when you call me, what you going to do? I'm going to call and find out whatever money is coming in from Precious, and I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it over to you. Whatever it is, I'm sending it to you. Well, let me say this.
Hold on. I'm going to pause it right there because I'm going to put it up here because he's mumbling so you can barely hear what he's saying. So I'm going to put it up here. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it back up here, y'all. Oh. Hold on. So that we can see if we can get some of the words of what he is saying. Hold on.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this, and I want to talk again.
I'm gonna write you a check, Monique, seriously, because no, hear me, because this is the thing about this. And when we start talking about this, we're doing this, and this, we're doing that, and black people doing this, black people doing that, what we need to understand about that is this: where we are right now and what we're trying to do, we got some opportunities that a lot of those people didn't have. So what I don't want you to feel one day, not one day, is that you were mistreated or that you were treated unfairly. Now, if that means that that's what I need to do, then you do that. You do that. You take that and take it from a place of love.
Let me tell you where I'm gonna take it from. I'm gonna take it from it's business, and I'm gonna take it from my brother saying, "Listen, yo, this is what y'all was supposed to get."
No.
Okay. Hey, podcasting Bay. Hey, boo. Welcome to the Moo Moo Room. Welcome, sister. I'm glad you did too. So basically, he just said he's gonna check and see how much she made on Precious. Okay. And he gonna write her a check. And she's basically like, okay, because I basically deserve this check. Like, I mean, $50,000. Like, I'm still tripping. I personally, like I said, I'm a Monique fan. I done seen every movie Monique done watched. I done listened to every comedy special. Now, this last one was not my favorite. It was not, you know what I'm saying? But I understood it in a sense because people expected her to come out so just raw on them. But then what was she like? It's like, for me, and this is what I feel with her, it's like she's damned if she do and she damned if she don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I just really feel. Like, it's like she can't win for losing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she should have I don't know if she should have just really came out in left field on Netflix, because then, I mean, and it could be in the contract of her getting what they decided to pay her, that she could not, say certain stuff she couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it was conditions to that money. I don't feel like it was just, okay, we know you've been fighting us for this long, that you've been fighting us this long, and now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, we decide to just give in and pay you. No, I think that there was conditions to Monique getting that money. And in them conditions, I don't think she could really be as I feel it was some form of a gag order, you know what I'm saying, to her getting that money. And that's just me. And at the point, it was a point where, D.L. Hughley just said in there, like, another man had to help you and all this. And I mean, the things is, you're taking things that this woman said, and you're using it as a weapon against her, DL. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? You said, I love this talking. I'm here for it. Oh, thanks, sis. So now I'm just saying, I think that that's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know the game, and like I said, when I was young, I used to intern at Flight Time Productions in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the home of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Time, Prince, all them good people. Yes, you see, I got on my little Prince jacket, y'all. Yeah, yes. But anyways, so and you learn, you just seeing how people operate and stuff. Is business. Like, it's just all business. You said Mariah Carey played a social worker in that movie. Do you think they gave Mariah more or less than Monique? I personally think they gave Mariah more. I think Mariah got more money. than Monique. I feel like Monique was because remember when she breaks down how that movie, how Precious was. At first she was supposed, not Precious, yeah, Precious. First she was supposed to do a cameo appearance in Precious, and then later on it was like it became more and more of a role. Like at first she was only supposed to do kind of like a cameo, and it was all supposed to be about what's the girl name? Precious. Oh my gosh, her name is drawing a blank. So when she was breaking that down, I feel like when she was breaking that part down, I was like, okay, so maybe that's why they felt like they should have only gave her $50,000. But then it's like the role kept going and going, you know what I'm saying? And it became, she won an Oscar for that role. So my thing is, once she won, where is her winnings for winning that Oscar? Where is her Monet? Mo, where your Monet? Like they don't get no like money for that. And then like she also said, you sold the show. You sold the show. You didn't sell Monique. That's true. They didn't. They sold Precious, the movie, it went to Cannes and they sold the movie. So did everybody else get a paycheck? Like you said, did Mariah Carey, like who got paid? Did everybody get a paycheck when it got sold to Lionsgate? And when I think about it, did everybody was everybody pubbing it? Like was everybody doing publicity and all that for it too? It was so long ago. And like I said, out of all Monique movies, Precious is not my number one movie of Monique. I am a comedy girl. That's why I love to cover comedians in the comedy sector and stuff like that, because I am truly like, I love to laugh. I'm a laugh. I laugh at my heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, so I'm like, this is where I love. I love comedy. So like I said, we got to think about it now. And it's just like when you start thinking about it, like how long, like how much are you supposed to take? Like, how long are you going to always see everybody else getting treated fairly and you're still getting treated unfairly because you are a big Black woman? And I believe that's why people treat Monique the way she is, because of her looks. And people are like, well, Samora was dark, but Samora was dark. She was thin and she had a different sex appeal. You know what I'm saying? People didn't think Monique was cute back then. People didn't think Monique was sexy back then. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. And that's why she said, this is my third marriage, but my first marriage. That's deep in itself. Because how many people have been like, this is my fifth relationship, but damn, this is my first real relationship. Like, this is the first time that I feel like somebody loved me for me. And people was like, oh, well, he loved her because she paid him. She's been he's been her manager before they got married. He'd been on her payroll before they got married. And I'm sorry, I believe in recycling the dollar within the family. So if I was making all the money, and of course my husband's going to be my manager, my husbander, you know what I'm saying? And of course I'm going to give my husband a check. I sure will. Because when he deposited it into that account, and you know what? And if I'm making that money and I got the money, like, and I'm giving him 10 or 20%, and he's putting it into an account, if we don't work out, he leave with what he got. And I'm good. No harm, no foul. To me, I don't feel like it's a big deal, but to a lot of people, they're like, oh, she's paying her. She's buying a husband. So that's her business. But like she said, where was everybody when she was $10 million, didn't have that money? Where was everybody when the money wasn't coming in, when she went from making 10 million a year to $1 million a year as a single parent? Then DL Hughley want to go on there and talk on his thing on the radio. You're on the radio. You're on the radio. You're on Instagram. You're on TikTok. You on Facebook. This morning you did that, and you reached so many people talking ill about this sister and saying what you're saying. And then, like I said, it's the people in the comments that are like, yeah, Mo, Mo is always the victim. She's always, it gotta be her. It gotta be her. That's why she released this proof. That's why she released this proof. That's why. And we gonna listen.
Here's the thing, brother. Well, I don't know what you were here's what we're saying is, when you say, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I'm going to send you the check. Listen, not charity, brother. Because see, what happens is, what's not going to take place on our watch is this. I wrote a check for something that came in, and it's one of those things where you missing the point. And we believe enough in the universe to understand that, listen, when a person come to you sincerely with understanding what it is that you're talking about, versus just saying, I'm going to find out what it is and I'm going to write a check. Now it's in the tabloids. You wrote us a check because, I know you flew Whitney Houston in on your private jet. You gave TD Jakes $1 million. And the way that this is being done, it's like, don't throw us no chump change.
Okay, so people were saying that Sydney was wrong for saying that. Like, he's willing to give y'all some money. Like, just take the money. But Monique's thing is this. She said, I understand you can write a check and you can say, I wrote this check, so let it go. I get that. What about saying, going publicly, like you went publicly and said these things, going publicly and saying, I messed up. I didn't mean to say what I said, whatever. I get it. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, I don't know. And people's like, Monique just needs to humble herself. Monique just needs to humble herself. I hit the wrong button. I'm like, yes, she needs to humble herself. You know what I'm saying? But she needs to humble herself? Because was she wrong? Yes, she was. She was clearly, they wronged her. They did her wrong. And now they're trying to paint the narrative that she is an angry, bitter, Black woman. Why are you so angry and bitter? You're a liar. You're fat. You're mad. Nobody likes you. You're difficult. You're rude. You did all that. You said that. And then, let me get back up here real quick. Because I had a problem with this. When Monique and Sydney, when they ended that interview with, let me, because Sister Girl got receipts. Let me go to my files. I ain't even gonna go to nobody else's channel. Hold on. When they ended this interview, let me see where it's at.
We did it.
Hold on.
We're gonna wait for y'all to come on in, my babies.
Hold on.
We love you. And we loved you then. Not mad. And want y'all to win.
That's all. That's all. So if we start pumping out that positivity into our community.
Okay, hold on. This is the end.
Don't give up on that man.
Hold on.
This.
Why you going after the people like you do?
Why?
It ain't necessary. Be funny without all of that. And when we speak about Oprah, when we speak about Tyler, when we speak about CBS, we're not speaking about them to call them out. We're speaking to call them up, because the same way that the Breakfast Club was able to say, I'm sorry, the same way Brother Lee Daniels was able to go across the stage and apologize, the same way that we were able to say, we are sorry, it was inaccurate about the cease and desist, is the same way that Oprah, who teaches master classes, well, sometimes we gotta love enough. We gotta love the teacher enough to sit them down and say, it's time for you to be a student again. Tyler Perry, it's like, brother, the world heard you on audio saying you were wrong. You cost our family tens of millions of dollars. We don't hate you. We love you because you were trying to do the right thing. But as Gayle King said when she did that interview about Kobe Bryant, certain people suggested that she just stay quiet, but she couldn't. Don't listen to people that tell you to stay quiet when you've done what you weren't supposed to do, when you've done wrong. Speak up, acknowledge it, because it helps us help the community. And guess what? We are only human beings. We are only human beings. And we got to let you know we love you enough, because we know that's all y'all are too. Despite people making y'all think y'all are more than that.
That's it, my babies. That's it. And, you know, we have always spoke about when it ain't been fair, but we try to make sure we speak about when it is fair. We try to make sure we speak about when people do say, you know what, let me show you what I'm about. And I want to talk to y'all about our brother, Cat Williams. Now, y'all know that is my fraternal twin brother.
Okay, that's when she talks about her and Cat Williams going on tour, because she's going on tour with Cat Williams. Hold on.
We hope that today for you guys, the feeling that Charlemagne got, Brother
Hold
Lamont,
on. That's about the Breakfast Club.
about it, what you don't even understand, out of love for you. Out of love for you. See, you can have a problem with your brother, but you're not going to take it out on the kids. And we respected the fact that she tried to defend you, but we got 3 big ass sons. That if we were to think about it in the same way that she thought about it, what would that be? But out of love for you. We're not going to go after your child trying to protect the father that she loves. But one could argue, based upon what you said about yourself, had you exhibited the same type of love and protection for your other daughter that your other daughter tried to exhibit towards you, there never would have been the commentary that you made about yourself. And I liken it to Brother Corey Holcomb, who I don't know. But I got a lot of respect for him because I heard him say something in an interview. He spoke about how Earth.
I'm trying to get to the
old school. We not gonna have no problem with your children because we love them and we love you and we want y'all to win. Not at the expense of the community though being demeaned in order to get followers, but from the standpoint of if we come together, we're gonna win just by default. So at the end of the day, when you get to talking about how Monique is not loved and this, that, and the other, that's your perception. But what I'll say is it is due to the love that we have that we're able to love those that say things that could be construed as hurtful, but we understand that the old saying of hurt people. So we don't take what you say personally, brother. And again, it's nothing but love, in addition to the fact I'm Q-Sci-Fi. Just like you, except I've been in about 29 going on 30 years. I'm not going to argue with you, frat. Ain't nothing but love. So we wanted to extend that to you and let you know what it is. And again, if you ever want to speak, let's have a real conversation. But people needed to know where the confrontation on stage began, and it was from that day.
It was from that day. And once you own that day, DL, guess what, baby? We'll be good. Now, talking about we gonna be good.
Talking about we gonna be good and talking about taking ownership.
I want to talk to my babies.
Okay, so then that's when they started talking about the Breakfast Club. Okay, y'all hit that like button, please. If you're coming in, going out, stopping by, saying hi. Say hi and hit that like button, please. Appreciate you very, very much. Okay. So let's go back to the Tyler Perry. Let's listen back
to go through a movie.
Hold on. We're gonna listen back to the Tyler Perry, her and Tyler Perry talking, but before I say that, I played that little clip because, like I said, people are like, oh, she tried to play victim. They said she went from crying to laughing. I'm like, people go through a string of emotions. Look, I just know this. People they like who they like and they don't like who they don't like. And I just feel like that's just how it is. They like who they like and they don't like who they don't like. And it don't matter what Mo do. It doesn't matter. They're going to like her if they like her, and they're not going to like her if they're not going to like her. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that she has to really struggle to be, you know what I'm saying, accepted still. Do you know, like, she has always said it, and I feel like it has not. Where has she lied? Where have she lied? Where have she lied? They have always labeled her as the big, black, angry, black woman. Where was her lies told? That's all I'm saying. But where was her? Oh, sorry, y'all. So let's get back in and listen.
With Lee for monies that he didn't get, and they're saying that he did something with the money from the movie. Okay, these are the things that we had to deal with. So to speak about the dollars that you're going, that's the thing that I have to deal with too, because I bought the movie to Lionsgate. Listen to what I'm saying, though. But listen, Tyler. This is what I need you to hear me. Hold on. In life, you can't walk around mad at everybody because one person did something to you. You must be able to compartmentalize where your frustrations lie. So when you say that you had the things going on with the movie, and then you had it with Lee, and then Monique, you're lumping everyone together. And that's what people of color have a tendency of happening to them. They're all this way. See, if you just focus specifically on the interaction with Monique and yourself and it ain't never been anything but cordial, even in times of disagreement, because our thing is, we're not looking to, it's like we said on the podcast, who in the hell wrote the story about how David stepped to Goliath and said, let's roll, dog. Let's me and you get down. Y'all are Goliaths. We just the Davids.
Now, Sydney told no lie there. As you can see, they are the Goliaths. Look at D.L. Hughley. He's the Goliath. You know what I'm saying? She didn't only say stuff about D.L. Hughley. She said stuff about, and Tiffany Haddish tried to say something, child. We'll talk about that, but child, Tiffany, you was in Christian Key's live being so thirsty. Okay, girl. I was like, can somebody pour some water on her? Cause she is so damn thirsty and dry in Christian Keys. And baby, he don't want you. And he like, oh, Tiffany, I will. Yeah. Well, teach myself. I want to go. Everything they said, I want some fish. I like fish. I want to wipe my butt with some toilet paper. What type of toilet paper? I use that type of toilet paper. She was all up in his girl. I was like, if you don't sit down somewhere, all up in his a girl in his life. Yes, I got receipts for that too, child. But and I was just like, you know me, sister girl she was getting on my nerves, y'all. I had to get in there and be like, Tiffany is being thirsty. Yes, I typed it, sure did. I was like, dang, Tiffany, why you being so thirsty? Yes, because I just am not a Tiffany Haddish fan. I am not. And now all of a sudden, since Common, her ex-man is with Jennifer Hudson, now she want to be with Christian Keys. Child, it was Christian Keys and Kareem. And child, she was just, and then he gonna be like, oh, we gonna go to the game night or whatever. Tiff, we'll pick you up and go to the game night. She's like, come pick me up. I want to ride. I want a girl. So thirsty, Tiffany. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody want you, Tiffany Haddish. Yep, I said it. Yep, I said it. But anyways, let's finish talking.
We're not in no position to be trying to start. We're not looking to try to start any beef. But at the end of the day, all I'm asking you in your private time, because it's not going to happen right now on the phone, all I ask you in your private time is, how would you want to be treated if you were in a situation where people or a person put out something false about you? Then someone said that they didn't have the same experience with you. They're glad that they had a great experience with.
And welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Let me stay with the question, because you make a good point. Let me stay with the question. The question is, what would you want someone to do for you who said things about you and or mentioned things about you, alluding to the difficulties that they had with you, all because you chose. I'm not finished. All because you chose. How can you answer something and I'm not finished?
Okay, well, let me answer part of the question, and then you give me the other part.
Okay, so people was like, Sydney was being difficult. He wasn't even letting Tyler talk. He was manipulating the conversation. Tyler couldn't say what he wanted to say. That he was asking Tyler open-ended questions that he was like, this is what people is saying, honey. This is what people is saying that he was what else? Girl, they've been talking bad, saying that Sydney was misrepresenting Monique. You know what I'm saying? That he wasn't being a good representation for her, that he wasn't addressing Tyler the right way. And I'm like, I mean, them is two men. Like, how is he supposed to address them? Them is two men. Like, they piss in the same urinal. Two men. Like, how was he supposed to address him? Like, what was he supposed to be, like, inferior to Tyler? Like, he was supposed to yes sir him? Is that what he was supposed to do? Child, I don't know. I really don't know, but allegedly that's what people is saying, that he just was so disrespectful on this call. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think he was being disrespectful on the call? I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't think so, but that's just sister girl.
Can you do me a favor? Can you, since you called up to have a real conversation, typically I know you used to directing, but what I need you to do is just hear me out man to man. And that is this. How would you feel if someone says something about you that you were not contractually obligated to do? What would you want them to do to make that right? And it don't have nothing to do with money. If somebody had said that, let me just try to be in the position. If somebody had come along and said, Tyler's difficult, he's terrible to work with, he's not going to do anything that you want him to do. If they said all those things, right? If that's what the rumor was, and there were other people who knew that was not to be true, I would want those people to stand up and say that's not true. So, will you and Oprah do that? I can't speak for Oprah. Will you do that? It's my experience. I certainly can. I've never worked with Monique. All I can speak for is my experience on Precious. I don't give a damn about saying that. Would you do what you wanted done for you, Tyler? It's real simple. Would you do what you would want done for you? Because you told David when he said his experience was wonderful, you said that was not your experience. And the question I would have, what did you experience with Monique and or I that made your interaction with us displeasurable?
Now, I personally didn't see nothing wrong with him asking Tyler Perry that question. You said, you told David Tyler that was not your experience with Monique. When he said he had a great experience with Monique, Tyler Perry was the one that said that was not my experience. Now he's saying, well, I can't speak for Monique, but and they're like calling him to the carpet. Like, but you said that though. You said that. You said it. So what are you gonna do? They wasn't wrong for that. They was not wrong. Y'all, please hit that like button, please, please.
Especially. I see exactly where you're going. What made my interaction displeasurable is to have to try to navigate between Precious, Lee, Monique not wanting to do any national press without getting paid, having to navigate through all of that. That's where my problem was. But Tyler, this is where we are though. I'm talking in real time. But when you understand, because you're again speaking about other entities and components besides Monique. What we're saying is what made it but what I'm saying to you is I want your experience based upon your understanding that Monique, as we told you then, that when you sit by and you say nothing when you know it's wrong, as you now said you know, and you agree, then what is the call really for, my brother?
What is it?
All right. I'm going to say this because I spent way too much time here. I thought that this would be a quick call that I could just call and say how I felt and to absolutely wish you the best. The only way this changes, I think the only way this changes, I
I'm sorry. I was just a talking. I'm so sorry. I said, I had it on mute and I done had a whole conversation. I'm sorry. But I was like, you said from recent discovery, Monique said that they recorded the call without Tyler's knowledge. I don't know how I feel about it. And I was saying, personally, if I was in Monique's position at that time, I probably would have recorded the conversation too, because legally she could have recorded the conversation. That's why you see that legal thing drop down in the thing every so often. She can record that conversation because it was her conversation and her husband, and you only need one person on that phone to consent, to the conversation being recorded. So either her or her husband could have consented to that conversation being recorded, and it could have been recorded. Now, because remember, after she had talked to Tyler Perry and she said that he was supposed to, she thought he was gonna, things had gotten better, that they had settled it or whatever. Tyler Perry came out basically ahead of Monique, trying to get ahead of the story, and was basically like, he wasn't messing with Monique. You know what I'm saying? And so Monique was like, okay, I have this recording. Now, Tyler knew Monique had the recording afterwards. And because she said a long time ago, she been had this recording, but she was like, they kept saying they didn't owe her apology. They didn't owe her nothing or all that stuff. So she held on to it. And now, since people have been calling her a liar and all this, she decided that she was going to release that information. You said, I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're telling me my auto was off. So that's, I don't know.
For you guys and where you are in this, I think Monique needs an amazing movie. She needs to be with a great director. And once the movie's done, it comes out. She gets all this kind of buzz. She gets all this that she did before, and then this thing goes away. That's the way this changes. It's got to be the right thing that comes along. Kind of some of the stuff that Octavia Spencer has been doing that comes along, or Viola comes along. She does that, and all of this goes away. I know that town.
Now, did you hear who he said did that? Like after they had the controversy, or remember? Now, did you see the people names that he named? Did you hear the people names that he named? I'm gonna go back just a little bit. He said, we're gonna read it. He said that hold on, I want to find it. He said Viola Davis and somebody else. He said you should be like them, and once get a good movie, whatever, and then all this will go away. We won't hear about this anymore if you act like them. Do what they did. That's what he said. I ain't said Tyler said it. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see it. Let me see.
Would you do what you wanted done for you, Tyler? It's real simple. Would you do what you would want done for you? Because you told David when he said his experience was wonderful, you said that was not your experience. And the question I would have, what did you experience with Monique and or I that made your interaction with us displeasurable? Especially my interaction displeasurable is to have to try to navigate between Precious, Lee, Monique not wanting to do any national press without getting paid, having to navigate through all of that. That's where my problem was. But Tyler, this is where we are though. I'm talking in real time. But when you understand, because you're again speaking about other entities and components besides Monique. What we're saying is what made it this play. But what I'm saying to you is, I want your experience based upon your understanding that Monique, as we told you then, that when you sit by and you say nothing, when you know it's wrong, as you now said you know, and you agree, then what is the call really for, my brother?
What is it?
All right. I'm going to say this because I spent way too much time here. I thought that this would be a quick call that I could just call and say how I felt and to absolutely wish you the best. The only way this changes, I think the only way this changes, I think for you guys and where you are is this. I think Monique needs a movie. She needs to be with a great director. And once the movie's done, it comes out. She gets all this kind of buzz. She gets all this that she did before, and then this thing goes away. That's the way this changes. It's got to be the right thing that comes along. Kind of some of the stuff that Octavia Spencer has been doing that comes along, or Viola comes along. She does that, and all of this goes.
Okay, you see, she said Spencer and Viola do what they do. That's what Tyler said.
I know that town and how it works. It's like, okay, oh, that was a moment that's passed. She's amazing. That was wrong. So what you're asking me to do right now, first of all, I'm not going to get into this right now because it's ugly and it's nasty and it came from a comedy skit. I don't want to be a part of it.
What is ugly and nasty, Tyler, about saying? Because we're not talking about the comedy skit. You're obviously not hearing what I'm saying. No. Here's the thing.
You said you don't want any chump change. Does that mean you do not want the money for pressures or what?
Wait a minute. But wait a minute, Tyler. Wait a minute, brother. Hold up. Because see, now what happens is the billionaire's starting to come out.
Right.
Now what's happening is when you call and say, I didn't mean for this to take this long, brother, you called us. And see, what that said was when we first got the call, I'm going to tell you some real stuff. My heart skipped a beat because I said, okay, we get ready to talk to a real cat because he reached out. But now the tone you're beginning to take is, I'm a billionaire and I ain't got time for this. And it ain't going the way I thought it should. Wait, hold up, brother. Hold up. Because see, you'll start over talking. I ain't got time for this. And let me say this. And when you say chump change, here's the thing, baby. See, the community is involved right now. You know it and I know it. And everybody out there know it. The community is involved. And they want to see how it's going to play out. Because the community is saying, wait a minute, y'all. Hold up. We don't know this sister to be no bullshitter. We know she a loud mouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall. But what we know about it is she true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that was wrong? Or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that, yes.
So the question I would say is,
I didn't mean to spend this much time on it because just like you were there with your beautiful twins, I got a little boy, and I want to make sure when I'm off, that's where my attention is.
Here's the thing. Then you shouldn't have made the call until you were able to talk. But the last question I would ask you, hold up. The last thing I want to ask you is this. It's real simple. If you said it was wrong, when do you speak up and say that it was wrong, Tyler? That's it.
Okay, then that means telling my whole experience, which about how I feel about the whole thing. That means telling my whole experience.
Whatever you listen. But Tyler,
without explaining the whole situation.
Tyler, here's the thing. You are articulate. You is smart. Okay.
And you is kind.
And you is kind. Okay.
Listen to me. listen, shit, this ain't the billionaire. This is me. You gotta cut all that out. This is me talking to y'all.
Then please talk to us, brother.
Talk to us real,
Then,
because
right.
all I'm saying to you is that
Listen to me. I told you how I think that this changes.
All right, you guys. So you heard Tyler Perry did say that he.
So y'all know, y'all heard Tyler Perry did say he was wrong. He did say he shouldn't have said it. He did say all that good stuff. That's what he said. I don't know. I don't know. You said Spencer and Viola won an Oscar, but I don't know if they were getting the money for it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're like, that's the thing. That is the thing. He's talking about, okay, if you just be quiet, any controversy will go away. Just be quiet, whatever. She was quiet. But because they had basically, and what did D.L. Hughley say today? What did D.L. Hughley say today on his syndicated radio show, on his Instagram, on his Facebook, on all his platforms today? What did he say? He said, give anybody a chance but Monique. That man said that. He said that. He said, cancel Monique. That's what he said. He said that. That's horrible. That is horrible. D.L. Hughley should be ashamed of himself for that. He really should. He should be ashamed of himself for that. You don't do nothing like that. That is horrible. I just don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel about these comedians. My heart goes out to Monique, because I really feel like she has just been like, she just has that label on her. And it seems like no matter what she do, she cannot shake that label that they have put on her. And people are like, well, she gotta be the problem. Like, what is, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is a strong Black woman? What's the definition of a strong Black woman? What's the definition? Can somebody give me the definition of a strong Black woman, please? Please. Because it seems like every time a Black woman speaks up for herself, she's labeled difficult. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get out. Every time a Black woman speaks up for herself, she's labeled difficult. She's labeled hard to work with. She's labeled angry. I have seen more Black men speak. Let's go to it, because I want to show y'all something else. Because I have seen more Black men disrespect this woman and call her bitter. Let me show y'all this. Which one am I looking for? Because I'm like, This Negro right here, and I said it, yes, I did. This Negro right here. This Negro right here. I think this is it. Hold on. And I really don't want to even give him no airtime. Let me see. I really don't even want to give him no view. Let me see if I got it on my hold on one second. I'm gonna see if I got it on my other computer screen, y'all. Give me 1 second. Because I really don't want to give him another view because he just really like he's doing too much. Like I'm gonna have to give him this view. But I ain't gonna give him no like though. I'll give you a view, but I ain't gonna give you no like though. You ain't gonna get no like. You can get a view. So let me go here. This ninja here. And for all my men and this ninja here, this ninja here. But let's listen to what he got to say.
I'm going to transition from this to a subject that's going on right now that's percolating. And I'm going to revisit it a little bit later on in the show, but I'm going to start the conversation now. And it's going to be an extreme left turn from the world of sports to the world of pop culture and entertainment. And that would be my man Shannon Sharpe and his interview with comedian and Oscar award-winning star Monique, because he did a sit-down with her for his club Shay Shay podcast recently. And to say that it was a bit similar to Cat Williams, it was in this regard. It was 3 hours long. Cat Williams' interview with Club Shay Shay was nearly 3 hours long. Not only was it 3 hours long, it involved a lot of ridicule, a lot of calling out. And to be quite honest with you, it highlighted a lot of issues that are going on in the comedic world yet again. And some would say it's taken an extreme turn where it's so tinged with negativity, it's made folks, particularly in the Black community, uncomfortable.
My question is this. Who is it? Let me remove this stuff. I don't know why. Who is it making uncomfortable? Who is it making uncomfortable? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this stuff out of the studio. Who is it making uncomfortable? They're saying that Stephen A. Smith, woo, King Coon. Yeah, I said it for all my men and stuff. Don't say that about Stephen. No, King Coon. He is like, it's making everybody uncomfortable. And I feel like this. I feel like everybody just got an issue with Shannon Sharpe because he's letting people come in on Club Shay Shay and tell their truth. That's their truth. You just because you don't agree with someone's truth does not mean it's not their truth. Okay, so what they're coming on to Club Shay Shay is their truth. That's how they're feeling. That's their truth. Because you don't agree does not mean it's not true. Okay, that does not mean that. That does not mean that. But let's see if it'll act right for me, y'all. I might have to refresh it. Let me see.
I'm going to transition from this to a subject.
They don't even want to play them.
3 hours interview with Club Shay Shay was nearly 3 hours long. Not only was it 3 hours.
And I want to say this too, because let me make sure I wasn't on mute. Look, I like to look at this too when I'm looking at different people channels to see how this affects and what is this affect, who this is affecting. Okay, so this has 200, his critique of Monique and the Club Shay Shay interview got 287K views. Okay, 6,000 people done commented in agreement or disagreement. Okay. And most people was like, Shannon didn't, was Monique supposed to suffer in silence? You know what I'm saying? So people, are coming on here saying that, basically, Steven, you took sides. Then, like this brother said, I'm black and Monique did not make me uncomfortable at all. If it's not Monique's job to speak about how she has been marginalized, then whose job is it? Is it your job to even pilot to point that out? You know what I'm saying? Here's this person said, I'm proud of Monique. I'm proud of Shannon. I'm 72 years old, and that interview really helped me. She is a real sister, a beautiful sister. And half the women out here, including myself, if she had a husband like Monique, would have been in a better place. They said jealousy and even enviness will make the insecure try to undermine the blessings of others. Stephen A. has been able to fool some people, but not everyone. Character and integrity are everything. Shannon Sharpe is going to realize who Stephen A. is, and is soon enough, and if he isn't ready. Meaning, you out here dogging your brother out. That's what you're doing. Now, this is a man who channels has 88.5 million views. Okay? This man has 550K subscribers. So you mean to tell me you're not, what narrative are you painting, my brother? You have the power too. This is what gets me. These are the people, this is a big platform. He has a huge platform. Way bigger than him. And you're up here doing this to this man? Are y'all mad? It seems like everybody's mad. Girl. But anyways, let's listen.
It was long. It involved a lot of ridicule, a lot of calling out. And to be quite honest with you, it highlighted a lot of issues that are going on in the comedic world yet again. And some would say it's taken an extreme turn where it's so tinged with negativity, it's made folks, particularly in the Black community, uncomfortable. Now, to give you an example.
And I'm going to say, as a member of the Black community, I wasn't uncomfortable. I was relieved. Y'all don't know. Yes, I will be covering this story every day until I feel like Monique is heard. Yes, Sister Girl will be covering this story every single day. Like people cover all these other people out here, Krishan Rock and the baddies and the housewives and all this. I'm standing up for my sister Mo. I'm standing up for Black women that are not being heard out here. I'm standing up for us sisters out here that are saying, listen, hey, see me, I hear me, I have a voice too. Those are the people that I'm standing up for, okay? So you're right. I mean, she didn't make me uncomfortable.
Of the kind of thing that I'm alluding to. I want you to listen right now to Monique sitting down with Shannon Sharpe. And in this instance, talking about superstar comedic individual, Mr. Kevin Hart. Listen to this.
I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol and we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world,
Correct.
right? And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner executive use. They was like, oh, this is incredible because when you put Kevin Hart name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
2 weeks go by. We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique. So whatever she told y'all, he doesn't want to do anything with her, nothing. You know, he doesn't want any kind of relationship with Monique.
So my thing is this, Kevin Hart, you couldn't be man enough to call Monique and say, hey, Mo, we're not working with you. I'm not working with you right now. You couldn't be that type of man, Kevin Hart. You could not be that type of man to call Monique and be like, you know what? We can't do this. You had the production company call her. I mean, and this ain't the first time we done heard this Kevin Hart story. And not just from Monique. We've heard Kevin Hart. It's just from a lot of people ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? And because he was easily made a gatekeeper, quote unquote, I'm doing my air quotes, allegedly, word on the curb, as my ear was to the street, I heard he was supposed to be a gatekeeper. So, like, if he's supposed to be that, then he can pull those type of strings. And has he came out and denied? Has he came out and denied? What that tell you? What does that tell you?
So what transpired, or what do you think transpired between then that 2 week period?
I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol, and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay, though, with this white man calling them up? Getting in between our relationship after something you said. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again.
Before I go any
Okay, so now Stephen Hart's about to give his take on how he feel Monique shouldn't have said what she said. So this is Stephen A. take on the Kevin Hart situation.
further, that wasn't the only person she talked about. She talked about Steve Harvey. She talked about Oprah Winfrey. She talked about Tyler Perry, amongst others. And not only did she do that, she also spoke about Taraji B. Henson. Remember recently, Taraji B. Henson made news because she was tearful, talking about being underpaid as a Hollywood star, a Black female actress. And she became very emotional and very transparent in her frustration and alluded to some things in regards to Oprah and others. And Monique in the past has pounced on that opportunity, and certainly she didn't hesitate to do so here.
See what I mean? This is what I mean. Now, it's okay because Taraji P. Henson, and she got so emotional and she alluded to some things, but Monique, she couldn't wait to pounce on them. Do you see the passiveness, the passive aggressiveness? Oh, Taraji P. Henson, she alluded to some things and she said, and she was so emotional. She was so sad. But big old Monique, big old monster Monique. Then, but when you bring up Monique name, it's she took the right opportunity. She took the opportunity to pounce on them. Stephen A. Now, Stephen A. had said something about a week or two ago. With the day when Krishan got the thing, and he talked about that as a father, and he said, "I tell him I would have went off on my daughter had she came in the house with a man's face tattooed on her face." Now I was like, okay, Stephen A., I could get you with that. But first of all, why is you even go watch some football? Go get them statistics right with that football and that basketball, soccer, baseball, whatever sport you watching right now. Go get them statistics right with that. Because bro, we see who your friends is. We see whose side you on. Why Stephen A? You doing too much. But we'll listen some more.
Here is what she said, alluding to Oprah Winfrey when talking about Taraji P. Henson's and her dilemma. Take a look.
So when you see our sister go through that, you see her go through, and we act like our eyes didn't see what it saw when we watched that promotion happen with the color purple.
Right.
We wanted to act like we didn't see how Oprah Winfrey treated Taraji. In my humble opinion, when you saw her walk up, you saw that there was tension. You saw that there was something happening.
Right.
And then when you see Taraji write her a love letter, it's like, listen, we got to stand tall and stand strong on what we know. We know you were mistreated. We know it wasn't right. We know it was unfair. And then you turn around and say, oh, but Lady O handled it. I have a problem with that.
Now, here's the deal.
Now, before he give his little 2 cents, before Stephen A. give his little 2 cents, I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to say this. I don't see nothing wrong, personally, with what Monique just said. What did she just say that will have him about to say what he about to say? Because what she said was stand up, like we seen it and we did. And they talking about something that they were cold. Like every excuse that they gave after what our eyes seen. See, that's the thing about it. Black men, and I'm going to say this, and I know it might be some black men get mad at me, but black men don't have the same. Let me cut on this camera to say this. Black men don't have the same intuition that we have. They don't have it. Black men don't have the same intuition that black women have. They don't have it. They don't have it. We can sense something. We can sense danger. We can sense lies. We can sense cheating. We can sense it, baby. When I say we can sense it, it's like them. We have women senses. They're a lot more stronger than Spidey senses. And we have compassion. Some of us do. We have compassion. And if we're compassionate people, if we're a person that has compassion, we can feel energy. And Oprah during the whole, what's it called? I've been drinking, y'all. During the whole promotion. I know it's gonna come to me. During the whole promotion of the show, you could tell there was no energy. Like the energy was just so different and strange. Like it wasn't, it was kind of like that's the auntie you gotta respect because she the auntie. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect her because you at her house. You got to respect her because she's, you know, the auntie. And that's the energy I was given. I don't like you, but I got to respect you energy. That's the energy I was getting. But I'm going to let Stephen A say what he saw because apparently he disagreed.
Before I go to break, let me say something. This is not a comfortable conversation for me. In the interest of full disclosure, Cat Williams has always been cool with me, always been a gentleman when I've met him. Steve Harvey is a friend and a brother. Kevin Hart is a friend and a brother. I don't know Cedric the Entertainer that well, but I've known him well enough where I've interviewed him several times over the years, and we are very friendly with one another. I once had the pleasure of being interviewed on Monique's show where she had her own show, Monique, on BET when I was a guest there many years ago. And I've been a long-time admirer of her work, her artistry. She is a brilliant talent, both comedically and just overall as an actress. She is spectacular. And what has happened to her, or what appears to have happened to her, what she believes has happened to her, in terms of being blackballed, in terms of being pigeonholed and marginalized, it's not comfortable to hear, it's not comfortable to watch. I don't like it at all. I root for her. But the first order of business that I'm going to do before I...
Who do you think cheat more, men or women?
Men stupid. Yeah. If men knew how much women...
I'm going to transition from this.
Sorry, y'all. I accidentally hit another page. Now, he said that, but then he says, I'm a fan of her work. I like Monique. I support Monique. All this good stuff. I'm a fan of her work or whatever. But if she say, since she say she's been blackballed, but once he said but, that was it. That was it. He said but. Hold on, I gotta try to find it. He said but. What else is there? He said but. He said that the other ones are his friends. He said but. He said very friendly throughout the years. Artistry. He said, I've been a long time admirer of her work. That's what he said. Her artistry. She is a brilliant, talented, both comedically and just overall. That's what he said. This is her. This is what he said. Okay.
She is a brilliant talent, both comedically and just overall as an actress. She is spectacular. And what has happened to her, or what appears to have happened to her, what she believes has happened to her.
See, what appears to have happened to her, what she believes had happened to her. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to pay attention to words. It's how it's said. Come on. It ain't what you say. Sometimes it's how you say it. Okay? So listen to what he's saying.
In terms of being blackballed, in terms of being pigeonholed and marginalized, it's not comfortable to hear, it's not comfortable to watch. I don't like it at all. I root for her. But the first order...
But, there you go. But, the first order. But, don't matter what you're going through. But, what they say? Anything after but? Anything you just said? All the compliments you just gave her. Everything you just said good about her. You messed it up once you said but. That's it. It don't mean nothing now. But let's let him finish.
A business that I'm going to do before I get in to the specifics of everything that they've had to say is, I'm going to say this. It's become problematic. And somebody has to say it, so I'm going to say it. It's become problematic for black people.
Now, my question is, how is it problematic for black people? How, this is what, this is how now this is problematic for black people because a black woman is standing up saying that she was wronged by her fellow brothers and sisters. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take it here to y'all. I'm gonna just show y'all something real quick, and then we gonna get off of here. I just want to show y'all something, and we will pick this up with part 2 tomorrow. But I want to show y'all something real quick. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for, and my computer is doing something crazy. Hold on. I don't know. I know what I'm looking for. And I'm gonna take it to this because sometimes people got to see stuff for themselves. Okay, so for all my Bible thumpers, who are saying Monique is wrong for what she's saying, this says, if your brother sins against you, go to him. Tell him his fault. Go put it in the garbage. Between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not listen, take 1 or 2 others along with you. And every charge may be established by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church, the people, the church, your family, whoever, okay? If he refuses to listen, even to the church, let him be for you as a Gentile and a tax collector. That's what the word says. For all my good people that say Monique is wrong. She followed protocol. She did what she was supposed to do. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. But let's get back to listening to what Stephen A. had to say.
Because I'm going to tell you something right now. We're starting to look really bad. And some would say, Stephen A., what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean start? We've been making ourselves look bad for quite some time. Now, for those athletes out there, former athletes, because the people that tried to look at me and would sit up there and would say, Stephen A., selling out, seller, I can't stand his ass, blah, 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 blah. Bump them. They full of it. You were performing on a court or the field of play. I called you out for your performance, and that was that. That wasn't black on black crime. If you are a player and you're getting your ass kicked by somebody who's dropping 40 or 50 on you, and I call it out, and that person happens to be black, how am I knocking down my community? Because I point out the fact that you put your talents on public display, is getting your ass kicked. It's my obligation to point out that you're getting your ass kicked, and that's all that happened. That ain't.
Do you see the passive aggressiveness? Do you see how he's trying to like spin the narrative? He's trying to spin the narrative. Okay, now, y'all, I done had enough of Stephen A. Smith for the night. Y'all go watch it. We will talk about it again tomorrow. We will also, if you are coming in, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching it on the replay, please check us out in the Moo Room on Saturday. We will also be in the Moo Room. We might be in the room on Sunday this week because usually I do alternate Saturday and Sunday, but I think I wasn't there I think I came on last Sunday, or I either posted a video or did a premiere. Either way. And so this week is my Saturday week. So I will be back on tomorrow. We will be still talking Auntie Mo. We will be talking them trying to break her because I just feel like she's underrated. And I'm standing on that. And I feel like Auntie Mo. I feel like Auntie Mo. I just need you to keep standing on business, Auntie Mo. I feel like she needs to stand on business. I am not mad at her. I feel like she needs the justice due to her. I feel like she's standing up for Black women, the underdogs, the ones that are unheard. She started this game as an underdog. She has always been an underdog in this game. And so I feel like because even when she just think back to her comedic days, think back to her being on the Parkers. The whole time she was on the Parkers, she was chasing Mr. Ogilvy. Okay, the whole time it was like she wasn't good enough to be loved. Like it was so many different aspects to how people treat Mo. So I'm just saying, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, y'all. And I will catch y'all all in the next video. Love you so much. Peace.